What's up, everyone? My name's Autumn, but you might also know me as Resting Keto Space. Good morning. What's up, everyone? My name's Autumn, but you might also know me as Resting Keto Face from Instagram. I give no bullshit tips for people who want to start keto and stay keto long term. Today on this video, I want to show you my brand new keto-friendly tart recipe. Now you can find tart recipes all over the place. Most of them are very heavy with almond flour. This one's not like that. This one uses Quest baking mix. Put a picture of that right here and a link in the description below to it. Quest baking mix is like an all-purpose protein. I think it's actually called Quest Multipurpose mix, but it's an all-purpose baking mix that you can use as like a base in these kind of desserts. So we're gonna take that and a few other ingredients and we're gonna put it all together and it's gonna make a bomb-ass keto tart. Today, I'm gonna top it with stuff to make like a key lime pie topping. The first time I made this, I did a berry, like a jam topping, but you can also use this for any other sweet stuff. So you could do like a chocolate tart, you could do a mint tart. I mean, the possibilities are endless. I think a cinnamon roll one would be really good too, but that'll be for next time. So anywho, I'm gonna show you the ingredients and let's go ahead and get started. So as I mentioned, the base of this mix is Quest Multipurpose Baking Mix. You can find this on my Amazon shop. I've got a link in the description below. I'm also using some almond flour in here and coconut flour. You can see the mason jar in here because I don't actually have a small measuring cup. This is what I use instead, and it's really convenient. We've got baking powder, we use a little bit of salt, and 1 packet of gelatin. I think that equals 1 sheet if you have that. And then we went ahead and used some Swerve confectioner sugar. Side note, if you don't have your own confectioner sugar, you can make your own with a little spice grinder. Highly recommend that. Right now I'm making the chia seed powder in the spice grinder. You're gonna take 1 tablespoon and put it in there. So the measured ingredient is pre-ground. Now I'm gonna mix it up and then we're gonna go ahead and start on the wet mixture that goes in this. So I take a little bit of coconut oil and I heated it up in the microwave, and then we added some vanilla extract, and then I added an egg, and we're just gonna mix this up really quick. And because the egg is cold, it's gonna solidify. I would not use a room temp egg because I think the solidification helps it to form into a ball and not be too wet at this point. You're gonna take it all and just mash it all together until it makes one pastry ball like this. Wrap it in some saran wrap, and then we're gonna put it in the fridge and let it cool for about 30 minutes. That's totally up to you. I just think it's easier to work with when you do that, and that's what we want it to look like. And next in this video, you're gonna see me trying to experiment to make the marshmallow fluff meringue part that goes in this tart. Totally made this recipe up. I had no clue what I was doing, but it turned out amazing. And if you want the recipe, I've also got the link to that in the description. I have it on my blog, which is www.restingketoface.com. If you want to get directly to recipes, you do /recipes after that. I'm not including the exact process for that in this video because I was still figuring it out at this point, and I just want you guys to see that the cooking process, especially with keto, is not always pretty. It's messy, it's trial and error, it's struggle, it's a lot of food waste if you don't know what you're doing. But this is real life. Nobody just has perfect recipes. It doesn't always happen. This was a fluke, but I appreciate you watching. So yeah, that's the meringue, and we're about to put that into the tart crust, and that right there is the curd that's going to go on top of it. This right here is exactly what it looks like trying to put this into the tart pan. Once it comes out of the fridge, it's going to be really tough. I usually crumble it up into balls and then I put it in my tart pan. And I baked this with a silpat underneath it. In hindsight, I shouldn't have done that because it didn't let the bottom of the tart cook entirely, like it didn't brown correctly, so don't do that. Just put it on top of a pan. You want it to be there in case any of the oil leaks out. You don't want that to get in your oven. It's really messy. It's just easier this way. So now it's gonna go in the oven. And yeah, I actually didn't check on this or spin it around at any point. For the most part, my oven cooks pretty evenly, but if you notice you have any hot spots in your oven, you definitely need to flip it halfway through That way, you know, nothing gets baked unevenly. You don't want a gradient tart crust. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's done. I just pulled it out of the oven. If you look, you can see it, like, it's a little, I'm not gonna say spongy, but it's like when you bake bread and it has a little spring back to it. It's not gonna be hard out of the oven. It's got to release some moisture from it, from the oven, but on the edges, you can see all of this is very sturdy. None of this is brittle. And if you look close, you can see that when I press it, that it releases right from the tin. So yeah, we're gonna let this cool and then we're gonna start with the toppings. This is my favorite part because it's starting to take shape right now, but we've got all the layers on here. I'm gonna decorate it. I really had no idea what I was doing, but this is what we ended up with. And yeah, I'm about to take it out of the tart pan. This is literally how easy this thing is to maneuver. I put no cooking spray on this pan, just released out from the sides. You guys saw how easy it was to pull it back from the edge, and all I'm gonna do is just slide it off that bottom edge right on to our surface. It's so easy, like it wasn't stuck at all. Now when it's really hot, it's probably a little bit, I don't want to say brittle, but it could probably crack, so I would make sure this is entirely cool before you handle it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I think I outdid myself with this one. I don't try to brag on my baking skills a lot because baking's not my forte. I prefer to make entrees a lot more, but I'm about to cut into it so you guys can see a cross section of what it looks like with the crust, the white chocolate, the cheesecake fluff, the curd, and then the fruit on top. I'm excited. Also, our living room's messy, so don't hate. Okay, let's cut into this thing. So just using a regular knife here. Usually I do 16 servings, so we'll have 8 on each side, and then, you know, each of them is like, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger of a serving size on this, just for cutting's sake. But we'll start here. It's real fluffy. Look how beautiful that is. All right, we're just gonna try to take a bite. I mean, you can see it's very sturdy. I'm not really giving it a whole lot of extra support. We removed the eating sounds from the video because that was just a horrifying experience for me to edit, so you're welcome. This makes me want to open a keto bakery here. And the white chocolate really did a good job to make sure that The cheesecake fluff didn't soak into the crust. I didn't have a problem with the berry tart, but this has cream in it, so I was just a little, you know, cautious. All right, y'all, that took longer than I planned, but it's done. It's beautiful, and it's so worth it. And if you're on keto and you miss having like key lime pies or, you know, lemon lime cheesecake goodness in your life, you need to make this. So thank you for watching this video. If you do decide to make this, be sure to tag me on Instagram. My handle is @restingketoface. I'm also on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. Go to my website at the link in the description box below. And if you make it, please tag me because I want to see your beautiful creations. Also, as usual, remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more like this, and in the comments below, let me know who you are. I like to meet new people. So thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. See you next time.